All right, now we are on level 6 of lesson 15 conditionals. We have 3 activities to practice with before we get to our assessment level. So let's start with activity A, Boolean expression. So remember with Boolean, it's on or off, true or false, yes or no. So Boolean expressions, the simplest Boolean expressions are questions that the computer can answer with true or false. Another way to say this is that Boolean expressions evaluate to true or false. So do this, modify only the values of the sprite properties in the first 11 lines of code so that each of the Boolean expressions evaluates to true. Look at the first 11 lines of code to see which properties of sprite 1 and sprite 2 are being used and their values. For each of the Boolean expressions on lines 16 through 20, identify the sprite properties being compared. Change the code in only the first 11 lines so that each of the comparison statements will print true on the screen. So if we click run right now, everything's set to false. That's not good. All right, so we're only changing lines 1 through 11. Okay, so variable sprite gets sprite at 100 comma 200. Sprite animation set to Apple. Sprite 1 dot rotation gets 30. Sprite 1 dot scale gets 1.5. Okay. Variable sprite 2 gets create sprite 300 comma 200. So this is the X, this is the Y. Sprite dot set animation to caret. Sprite 2 dot rotation gets 60. Sprite 2 dot scale gets 0.5. All right. So text comparison 1, sprite 2 dot X is equal to sprite 2 dot Y. So we have to make this true. We're not changing this, we're changing this part up here. So X and Y, so sprite 2X, sprite 2Y. So let's go ahead and change that to 200. All right, so now comparison 1 is true. Now let's look at the second one. Sprite 2 rotation is less than 40. So sprite 2, so it needs to be less than 40, not equal to 40, but less than. So we're going to set that to 39. All right, we got two trues. Sprite 1 scale is equal to sprite 2 scale. Well, that is not correct. So we're going to make this the same as that. All right, reset. Run, true, true, true. Okay, we're working well through this. Comparison 4, sprite 1.x is greater than 150. Sprite 1.x is greater than 150. It is not. So we're going to make that 151. Reset, run. All right, we still have everything true. The thing I'm worried about is that we're going to fix something for like number 4 or 5, and it's going to go back and make number was 1, 2, or 3 false. So kind of watching that as we go. All right, last one, sprite 2.y is less than 200. Ooh, sprite 2.y is less than 200. So this is kind of what I meant. So if I do this, reset, run, now 1 is false. So I'm going to change them both. All right, there we go. Now all 5 are true. And there's a bunch of ways of doing this. You can put in a lot of different things. What matters is at the end, are comparisons 1 through 5 true? And did you only mess with lines 1 through 11? If that is the case, you have done the right job. Good job. We're going to click finish and go on to the second activity. All right. Let's see what we have here. B, all right, drop soup. So, drop soup. Add a conditional if statement in the draw loop to make it look like the soup spills out of the bowl when it turns upside down in the image to the right. All right. Push. Okay. Run the program to see how it works. All right. Add a conditional to text when the bowl is upside down. So we're going to add this. So if soup is greater than or equal to, let's not get ahead of ourselves, greater than 179. There we go. So reset, run. All right. We're going to set animation to bowl. All right, so reset, run. Let's see if it happens. Nope. Okay. That's because I put soup. What I needed to put was soup. Soup dot rotation is greater than 179. All right, so let's reset and run. Oh no, we got rid of everything. Oh, that's because it still says sprite. Okay, so we're gonna set soup. There we go. So reset, run one more time. All right, it worked. There we go. So we're gonna press finish and move on to the next activity, which is alien celebration. Okay, all right. So use a conditional to make the alien dance when the spaceship reaches the top of the screen. All right, do this. Run the program to see how it works. Let's do that. Okay. Add a conditional that detects when the spaceship is in the sky. Oh, it says add a watcher to see the Y value of the spaceship and note what the value is when the spaceship is near the top of the screen. All right, so we're going to say spaceship.y. Okay. There we go. We're going to reset. We're going to run. All right. And we can see that it is getting higher and higher and higher, but the number is getting lower, which is great. All right. Reset. So add a conditional to text. Okay. So we got to do our if statement. If spaceship.y is less than, we'll say 10, then oh, set animation. Okay. All right, so run. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's because once again I forgot to rename sprite to alien. All right, reset and run again. Oh, look at it. Yeah. Okay. And let's try 15. Reset and run. Beautiful. All right, we did it. All right, so when the spaceship got to the top of the screen, the alien animation changed and it started to dance. That's exactly what we had to do. All right, so now with all of that done, we're going to finish this level and I will see you on the next level, which is the assessment. So buckle up, let's go.